one problem. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted him to figure it out. And in the process of him not being able to figure it out, I badgered him. He could never do it fast enough. He could never do it right. He could never do it slow enough. If you really love me, you take the garbage out. If you really love me, you buy me 2 carrots instead of 1. If you really love me, he could never do it right because the hole was in my soul. And so I put demands on him, and I had expectations of him. And when he didn't do it, you know where I went? Pissosity. And what I realized in that process was because I didn't know who I was, and I didn't know how powerful I was. I didn't know how razor sharp my tongue was. And I didn't know in criticizing him and badgering him, I cut him to the bone. I didn't know that. I didn't understand that. I just wanted him to make me happy. And I didn't realize because I, as a black woman, had never been taught that I could have what I want simply by asking for it. I kept asking him. He ain't had no money. You know, just like we create this vicious cycle of drama. And what I realized in this whole process, that it wasn't him that needed the work, it was me. That I needed to be whole. That I needed to be clear. That I needed to be focused. So that I could draw unto me that brother who, when I said, he would say, it's all right. And the work that I needed to do on myself, I had to surrender controlling him in order to get it done. And I had to be clear. I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling y'all my story so that you can save another sister the pain and the heart. And when I got real clear, I realized it wasn't him. He was doing the best he could where he was with what he had. And you know what else? When I got clear that he couldn't do it, I moved on. And sometimes we've got to be willing to move on. And when you get clear, if it's time to go, go. But in order to be clear, my sisters, let me tell you something. You got to have your list. You got to have the list when the brother show up on the door. You cannot wait till the toothbrushes in the holder and the DVDs are on the line. Don't wait till and then you whip your list out. No. When he shows up, have a list, very specific, point by point by point, okay? Specificity is the key. And be very observant. And you watch for little things. Like, is he good to his mama? Hello? I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Does he take care of his children? Has he had closure in his other relationship, or is somebody gonna break your windshield? Check his shoes. Are they run over? See? Because if he doesn't treat himself like a divine child of God, he sure can't treat you right. God don't wear run over shoes. God does not wear run over shoes. God pays attention to detail. If he don't know the shoes need to lift, he's not going to remember your birthday. Let's be clear. Have your list. And the list is not the cake, the list is the icing. You are the king. You have special things. You are real good. So when the brother shows up, all you have to do is say, I'll take a little icing, please. Let me go over here. Brother, you got to have your list too. Show up with the list, my brother. Don't wait until she starts showing her little ways. You know the ways. And then you act all shocked. Show up with your list. Be very specific. And I tell you, my grandmother told me some real key secrets about a good woman. Is them rings in her stove clean? Lift up the iron or peek up under the aluminum foil and check to see if the ring in the stove is clean. Because this will tell you whether she's got things hidden in secret places. Key number 2. Room and peek around the bottom of the toilet. My grandmama told me that any woman who's got a clean ring around the bottom of her toilet will always be good to a man. She will know how to hit you in the right place. Have your list, brother. And it is so key. Because as people who are descendants of people who were enslaved, we don't know we can have what we want. We can have what we want the way we want it. Yes, brothers, you want a helpmate, but you also want a soulmate. And you want somebody who's complementary to you. Brothers, I want to give you my 90-day rule. Because we want to serve. But before you sign the contract, brothers, make sure you read the fine print. You see, a relationship is a contract. Two people, the meeting of the minds, we come together to see if the party of the first part and the party of the second part can come together to execute a thing with perfection. Now, sex, brothers, is the signature on the contract. And very often, y'all be signing the contract and not reading the fine print. Now that we know how powerful we are, now that we know that as men we can be still and not have our masculinity jeopardized, now that we know that we have a good relationship with our head, and that we're standing on the power of our ancestors, and that they are guiding us, now that you know that you're a king's kid entitled to inherit the kingdom of universal goods, you have a list. And you don't sign the contract until you realize that what's on your list is present. There are so many little things that we can do to save ourselves heartache and drama. But somewhere along the line, nobody told us. Where are black men taught that they can have it the way they want it? Where are black men taught that they've got the power to create exactly what they want, the way they want, even the right woman? That through your mind and your actions and your honoring of yourself and your ancestors and your spirit, through prayer, brothers, that you can draw to you the job, the status, whatever it is that you want, but more importantly, when you tell the truth about what you want, you draw yourself closer to God. So very often, I see black men hold themselves back to make other people comfortable, so that you don't have to exert yourself, so that you